and I am here today to do my TBR for the hashtag TBR Takedown 4.0, and the readathon actually starts today and it goes for a week. I think it ends on the 26th, I believe. 26th, I believe, yes. So I am going to do my TBR. I just didn't have time to do it before it started, but it's okay. So if you have never heard of the TBR Takedown, it is a readathon that was created by Shannon from Leaning Light. So I'll put a link down to her channel. Let's get started on the books that I'm going to be reading and the challenges that go along with that. The first challenge I'm going to talk about is to pick a book that's been on your TBR shelf for the longest. And what I did with this one is, instead of going to all of my books and picking the one that's been on there for the longest, I went to my TBR books that I've picked over the past few months, and there's been one book that has been on my shelf probably for at least 6 months, if not longer than that, that I've just kind of been putting off, and that book is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, the 7th book in the Harry Potter series. I actually started reading this book for the Tome Topple readathon. I got about 250 pages into it, and I have been reading this book today, and so I am 350 pages into it, and I'm really loving this book again. It's so good. I've only read this book, I think, maybe 2 or 3 times. I know I've read it more than once, and it's just, I catch so many more things in it, and it's just so enjoyable, and it's just, I just love being back in the Harry Potter world. It's so fun. So I will definitely be reading this one and finishing it rather soon. Moving on to challenge number 2 and challenge number 3, because I picked a book that will go along with both of these challenges, and challenge number 2 is to pick a book that is the first in a sequel, and to pick a book that is on your most recent book haul. And the book I chose for that is Stormfront, the first book in the Dresden Files series by Jim Butcher. I've heard so many good things about this. I've heard this book many times from Lindsay Ray, and I am still looking forward to reading this. It's about a wizard that does, like, he's a detective wizard, I believe. That's about all I know about it. But I'm really excited about getting into this story and into this series, so really looking forward to it. And it's fairly short. It's just over 300 pages, so I really do think I can fly through this book. Okay, moving on to challenge number 4, and that is to pick a book that is an unread sequel, and the book that I chose is The Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb. This is the 2nd book in the Farseer trilogy. I was actually supposed to have finished this book on June 15th for the hop-along, read-along on Goodreads, but I haven't even started it. So I really need to get on this book. I'm really looking forward to reading this. I'm looking forward to getting back into this world. I think I recall most of what happened in the first book enough to dive into this. So we will see. I'm looking forward to reading it nonetheless. The only problem with this book is it is over 600 pages, almost 700 pages long. So I probably will not finish this book in this week, but I'm wanting to at least start it. So, and my ribbon just broke. Well, that's sad. Anyway, and then the last challenge number 5, is to pick a book that is outside of your comfort zone. And I really do think that the last year or so, especially being on BookTube and getting exposed to a lot of different options and different books that people rave about that I just want to know, that I really stepped into a place where I am not afraid to pick up different books from genres that I wouldn't normally gravitate towards, but there are still some that I don't read a whole lot of. And the book that I chose is The Awakening by Angela Hunt, and this really does sound like a psychological thriller. Don't know anything about this author, don't know anything about the book. I just saw it at Hastings and it was on a sale, and so I just had to pick it up. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's about a girl who had been watching out for her invalid mother, and her mother dies, and then some crazy stuff starts to happen. So I'm really looking forward to diving into this book and seeing what it's about and all of that. So we will see how it is when I start reading it. Okay, Okay, so these are the 4 books that are on my TBR. I will definitely not be finishing all of these in this week because I have other things that I have to do besides reading. But if I can at least finish Harry Potter and then at least start a couple of these, I will be happy. So we will see how many I get done and all of that. So guys, I hope you're having a great reading month. Let me know if you are taking part in the TBR takedown. If you have a video, put it down below so I can go watch it and all of that jazz. And guys, I will see you on the flip side. Bye! Bye! Bye, bye, bye. I'm really sad about my bookmark. It just makes me so sad. This always happens to me. The cute little ribbon always tears or always breaks, or it's so sad. First world problems here, guys. Like, completely.